Hi everybody, I'm trademark attorney Josh Gerben, and I want to talk about why trademarks are important to every single business. So if you own a business, if you manage a business, if you run a business, you have a trademark. At least one, and that would be the name of your company. You may have others. You may have product names, service names, you may have logos and slogans, but you at least have one trademark. And every single business should think about trademarks for these three reasons. The first is you want to make sure your trademark doesn't conflict with anybody else's on the marketplace. The second is you really need to federally register your trademark to have sufficient legal protection in your trademark. And the third is that if you ever plan to sell your business or take on investors, one of the very first things you'll be asked in due diligence is whether or not you own federal registrations or registrations around the world for your trademarks. Because trademarks inherently are assets that your company owns and grow in value as your brands grow in value. So let's jump into each of these three reasons about why trademarks are important for every single business. The first is you really need to make sure you do not have a conflict with another trademark in today's marketplace. In the world of Google, if all of a sudden you launch a business or a product or a service and that name conflicts with somebody else that's out there, that other business is going to always be Google in their name, right? We all know we Google our own names, we Google our company names. And if you start coming up and you're on that Google result, they're going to see you. And it might be 6 months, it might be a year, it might be 2 years after you open your doors, you launch a product line, you launch a service line. But you could then get a cease and desist letter from that company, or worse, you could get sued for trademark infringement. So the name of your product or service or company is the most important thing that you likely have and own as part of your business. Before you settle on it, before you put it out into the world, you should conduct a proper trademark search to ensure that name is clear. Now, I emphasize proper because there's a lot of free trademark search tools available online these days, and I have a whole nother video that discusses why these tools are not sufficient to properly clear a trademark. And in today's world, there's a lot of trademark attorneys that can help you, including myself, but there's a lot of others as well. The second reason why trademarks are important to every single business is because every business should federally register their trademark in the United States. A federal trademark registration in the United States provides the presumption of national validity of your brand. It allows you to put the circled R next to your name, logo, or slogan, or your product or service line. And this inherently protects your brand in the marketplace. I cannot tell you how many phone calls we get on a daily basis with people that say, hey, I was looking for a new trademark and I happened across this company and I see their trademarks registered. Do you think I can still use this particular name given that that registration exists? So having your trademark registered makes it available on a very public database that people can go in and search, right? And when they see your registration, they will likely be deterred from using something that's identical or very similar. Only attorneys like me that get dozens of calls a day from people and have conversations all the time about why somebody should choose a different name because something's already registered. We see that deterrent in effect every single day. You may never even know it's happening, but the power of that federal registration and that deterrent is huge. Moreover, if that deterrent doesn't work and somebody infringes on your trademark, having the trademark registered allows you to take a number of enforcement steps in today's marketplace. Of course, it'll allow you to sue someone in federal court, but it might also allow you to take down an infringing product off of Amazon, or it might allow you to submit a takedown request to a social media website where someone's using a similar handle. These federal registrations allow you to police third-party websites. And you may say, well, if I have a problem, I'll just go out and register the trademark. Keep in mind, it can take 8 to 10 months at a minimum to obtain a federal trademark registration. It's a very significant legal right, and the process takes a long time to obtain it. So you need to start the process early before you have a problem, rather than reacting once a problem takes place. And the final reason that every business should be concerned about trademarks is that if you have the goal of selling your business or bringing on investors and growing, the first question you're going to get in a due diligence when someone's evaluating your business and its value is whether or not you own the trademarks. And not only do you own the trademarks in the US, but Do you own trademarks in other countries that you operate in or might be able to operate in the future? And that's because trademarks are an asset on your books. They're an asset that can grow in value. The more recognition your brand has in the marketplace, the more the trademark registration is worth to a potential buyer, to a potential investor. So just keep in mind, if you're going to take your business in that direction, having trademarks registered is absolutely something you need to consider. So I hope you found this helpful. As you can see, any business, every business has a trademark, at least one. And you should always be thinking about how to protect yourself and how to protect your trademark in today's marketplace. If you have any further questions, you can always reach us at gerbenlaw.com. That's GERBENLAW.com.